our biggest win with Ken and Robby. I'm Ken. That's Robby. The names don't lie. Robinold, how are you doing today?
I am hanging in there. How about you?
I'm.
See, there we go again. Okay, if you've
What?
watched us before, you know that when I wear these earbuds,
Yeah.
the aliens are eavesdropping on us because of
UAPs. Full disclosures coming. It's just around the corner. Lou Elizondo, who lied about his job for years, told me it's true. I'm okay with the alien showing up. I'm okay with that. You have beautiful like pink and black headphones that you try to start every broadcast with, and they never work. What's the deal?
I think I didn't charge them because there's too many things. There's too many devices.
Oh yeah, no.
Your life is completely, just inundated with shit when you're like lightning cable, C cable. I don't know what to do.
I just had to order 2 USB-C chargers because the only one I had for this MacBook that's over here, the MacBook fell off the couch. It slipped off the pillows I had it on, and it just broke. It broke the charger.
Ooh.
Not fun. Not fun.
Yeah, because thanks Apple, you charge an arm and a leg and a left testicle for all of your replacements.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, for those that are just tuning into the show or maybe watching on YouTube, hey, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Watch the other content on the channel there, and keep listening to the podcast side. Our biggest win, the concept is at the roughly beginning of the month, Robby and I get together and we look at the past few days, weeks, and the last month, and we try to find what is our biggest win despite life punching us from every angle. And we're not alone. Everyone else out there has problems. There's bigger problems in the world, but that's part of what the journey is. We all have our own issues, and we're all slugging and trying to fight through the mud, and we celebrate our biggest wins. Robby, did that sound hopeful?
It did. It did. I'm
good.
I give you an 8 out of 10. I would have given you a 10 if you would have, smiled like the Grinch during Christmas and did a little tap dance. But
oh yeah, it's like a. Dude, I'll do a tap dance later. I can't dance unless I'm drunk. What I love is the last wedding I was at on Halloween night. I had one of my best wedding dance sessions. Really did, and I know I won some fans that night. There was someone who we did not follow each other on social media, which is fine, but we'd worked together on some stuff. We didn't know each other, but we spent some time in after show parties and that kind of stuff. And I like this person, and I think they liked me, but we never followed each other. And it was after a while, it's not accidental that we're both not following each other. And it's like, who's going to break first? Are we just never going to do this? I danced to that wedding, and I got home, and that person had followed me on Instagram. That's how good I was dancing at the wedding I was at.
That's a win.
It's a win. I'll take that. I don't know how we got on dancing. This show goes where we want it to go. But since the last episode in early November, Robby, I don't know what your biggest win is. I don't know what you want to talk about, but your month started with, a little knife time. So take me where you want to go.
I had some more work done, and unfortunately not on my bags, my face, or my drooping tits. I had some corrective surgery on my intestinal woe. So, for those of you who have listened since the beginning of this, which has almost been a year now.
Almost been a year. Yeah. Come on.
I'm hopefully won't be having to talk about shit bags very much longer.
Right.
I will always have one, but if it cooperates, unlike everything else in my life, then maybe it won't be
this is it. Yeah.
The topic of conversation, because I know everyone's ready for me to move on. Hell, I'm ready to move on. It's like the movie Death Becomes Her when Goldie Hawn has gained all the weight and they've taken her from the cat house and everything. And she's in the little group therapy and she's like, I'd like to talk about Madeline Ashton. That's how I've been this year. Because there's not, it's been my entire life and I'm over it. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for Christmas. I'm ready to be, jolly. Damn it.
You're gonna be jolly. And you earned it. The procedures went well, though, right? That's the headline, though. Things
They
went.
did. They did. And it was very interesting to actually have an experience in the ICU that was pre-booked and not waking up and going, where the hell am I?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. I
I
like.
know
Yeah. Do you get? You getting points? What are you getting? You get an ICU club membership or a rewards program? What do you get?
I will say that the coolest thing about my experience, I guess, if I had, if I was forced to find one, would be that I've been there so many times and I know so many people that work there. Even in this economy, the traveling nurses fucking know. And like,
Mm,
they're only there for like 3 weeks.
right.
Is that they start to take pity on you, so they bring you extra jello and Italian ice. And I mean, to this day, whenever I see a can of Canadian Dry, I get a little
Mhm.
teary eyed.
Oh, I think I got one I can send you. I got one left I didn't use for a whiskey. Maybe tonight I will. We'll do that switch. You send me the insure. We'll talk about that. That's a Patreon pre-roll inside joke. You send me the insure, I'll send you the Canada Dry.
I need to apologize to everybody who's watching because it's cold here. Well, it's actually been warmer today. It was like 45 degrees, but the other day it was like 20. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden my sinuses are being crazy. So if at any point you all see me wipe my nose with the sleeve of my shirt, I'm sorry, I don't care. I just don't care anymore.
That's a win. That's a win for you.
You
Just
know?
owning the fact that like the nose is dripping and this is how I'm taking care of it. I think that's fine.
You know.
I same genre but completely different. Maybe less
What was
socially.
what was dripping on you?
Well, I trimmed the beard a little bit from the last time we broadcast. Every once in a while, I just let the beard get a little fuller, and I like it that way. I think it looks good in photos, but not in reality. And part of the problem is I'll take a sip of coffee, and then it's just I have like it looked like it's a Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande Rain video, just dripping down. And I got that show 20 Minutes of Coffee. You all should become channel members and watch it. Hey, Shilling, who's desperate? But I'll take a sip and it's just dripping down. So I at this point I'm like I'm gonna get a kerchief and I got to wipe. What do you want from me?
I'll send you a moo with the insurer.
Please wrap the insure. So for the and we want to keep talking about your wins here, Robby. I think you had a good one this month, surviving. But we talked about in the pre-show, you've had to have a lot of insure. It's good and healthy. I tried insure back in the '90s when I worked at a convalescent home in the kitchen. Had to put it on the trays for the senior citizens there. You say it's improved, so I say if we get on my Patreon page is slipping a little bit because it's the sign of the times. But if we get back up to 110 followers on Patreon, I'll drink an insure live on air. We'll do a live episode, and I'll drink an insure on the episode with you here. You don't have to partake because you've had enough of it, but I will. That's the situation right now.
See, my version of it is I will live on the air take an insure and several scoops of vanilla ice cream in a blender, and I'll make myself an insure shake.
Oh, do you do that often? Is that a thing? That sounds delicious.
Done it. I have done it because I'm a child.
No, that's not a child. That's you. I like that. I think that's beautiful. You got a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, right?
Yeah, any excuse for well, because I mean I had been just eating like liquid for the last 6 months, so there's been lots of ice cream and lots of yogurt and lots of soup and so I'm still in my brain I'm still like, oh, let me eat ice cream.
Yeah, but this is part of your win, right? I know you're worried. You lost a lot of weight. It wasn't necessarily your choice. It happened, but it's maybe a good byproduct of what's going on with you. But you're worried about gaining weight back because you said you're doing plates of holiday cookies.
Oh, I'm housing, as they like to say back in the 90s, a platter of store-bought Christmas cookies, which, like, and the thing is, part of me, wants to be like, well, just because, you can actually eat solid food again, show some self-control. And part of me is like, it's been a shit year. Fuck your self-control. If you try to take that cookie from me, I will take your damn hand off.
Eat the fingers. Eat the fingers. I was first of all, I agree.
Again, didn't I? I get very emotional when
No,
I'm talking
it's
about
fine.
Christmas trees.
It's fine. It's fine. Your peaking's great. I I believe this year more than any year that I've had, where just getting to the finish line, which is January 1st, which might seem arbitrary, but it works emotionally.
Yeah.
It really means a lot to me. And I have not touched. I've been doing a lot of walking. I actually feel I've lost some weight, but I haven't touched the weights, which I love lifting weights because of a back slash side, maybe oblique injury that I got going on. And I've just decided it's okay. And I don't need, I'm not eating what I want per se. But the other day for lunch, I went to a donut hut in Burbank and I got 2 donuts.
Yeah.
And I was like, this could all end tomorrow. I'm going to get these donuts and it's okay. I don't want to, you and I both realize that could be a daily habit if we're not careful. The sugar cookies, the Christmas cookies can stick, but yeah.
No, so I'm trying to, it's like we talk about all the time. I'm trying to find the balance, but I have to admit that I've been in this weird mood of, as the year comes to a close and, everyone does their reflecting on the year.
Reflecting.
No, I don't want to. I don't need to reflect anymore on this year.
Mm-mm.
I've already lived it once. And I know a lot of people feel that way. So I'm right there with you people. I just, it's trying to find the balance between acknowledging that, like, wow, this has been stressful.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, reminding myself that, okay, don't go off the deep end.
Yeah.
We all had fucked up childhoods. You don't need to eat that entire ham by yourself. I'm swearing a lot. I do apologize.
No, I didn't bring you on here to be, I didn't know the example. I'm too tired.
Yeah, if you want to see us talk about my mic.
Yeah, your donger of a mic. We were talking about, it's hard not to just, in the Patreon pre-roll show, you pulled that into frame and I just started giggling because that is
a real incentive to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, don't just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get over there to the Patreon page and you get the Patreon pre-roll. About 10 minutes of just the dirtiest content you'll ever see. Good stuff. That's good. So I like this series of wins. You survived a important surgery. The surgery went well. You're eating sugar Christmas cookies. I was going to have you describe the cookies to me very slowly, like you're a phone sex operator from the night.
They will actually, and they're even available to you because, okay, let me do my voice. They're the prepackaged sugar cookies from Target.
Yes. Let me put in my.
There's loud sound.
Beep boop beep. I'm dialing the sex phone. Beep boop beep boop beep. That's my credit card number.
And they're frosted.
Oh,
and they've got chocolate and they've got powder.
Oh yeah, you got the ones, little shortbread ones with the little filling in, like the little fruit filling in them.
The thumbprints.
Yeah.
They call them thumbprints because you take your thumb and okay, I can't even do this. That's ridiculous today. I don't understand the ASMR thing phenomenon.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum.
Don't.
Because, I talked about this before. Like, there's the TikTok and there's the this and there's the ASMR. And, and I hope I don't offend anybody when I say this, but, people need to get fucking lives. ASMR. Good God.
So
are we that bored we have to make shit up?
It's relaxing, man. It de-stresses. My channel just hit 500 subscribers, but it's not all. Yeah, you got to find here's my thing. I don't think you found your ASMR trigger yet, and I think when you do, you're gonna get it. That's my prediction.
I think my ASMR trigger is, oh God, Daddy.
That could be part of it. I think those are the only fan ones, not the ones
I shouldn't say that because my family's going to listen to this and I'm going to be like, oh God.
I think that's great. Your family is listening to this. You've already pulled a big donger in front of your face already. What are they going to do?
I did. Oh my God. Yeah. It's godchildren. Your Auntie Robbie's doing well.
You're acting like they don't know that Auntie Robbie is this person already. Like you're acting like they didn't buy the ticket to the show expecting anything.
That is true. True story about my godson. When he was 6 years old, he was he went through sort of a tantrum phase. And
Mhm.
and I don't have children. I'm good with children because I'm
Right.
very childlike. But I don't treat children like children because I don't,
Sure.
like life is hard. Wear a
Yeah.
helmet, as Dennis Leary would say.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
he was throwing a little bit of a tantrum, and I'm not the person to deal with that. So I whipped around and I looked at him. I said, "You're being an asshole. What is the one thing I said before you came to visit?" And tears in his eyes. He's like, "That you're not the one." I said, "That's right. I'm not the one. So straighten up."
So watch it. Watch it. No, I think that's the key to connecting with kids is treating them, not necessarily like as adults, but just not talking down to them, right? Like, or just,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, because
I
I really loved when I was younger, everyone like belittling my problems.
right. Yeah, there's that. And then like, I remember one time my, my cousin who's now in his early 30s and works in local politics quite successfully. He was acting up in the car. He's like 5 or 6, and I was with you driving around with his dad. I think we are going to Disneyland. He had his twin sister, and I turned around. I was kind of like, "Hey, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Who do you think's better, Tom Brokaw, Peter Jennings, or Ted Koppel?" And he stopped immediately. He started laughing, and he behaved the rest of the ride. He just thought it was hilarious. I don't know if he remembers that, but and
I
by
hope
the
he
way,
does because
the
yeah,
answer is Koppel. But
that's a good memory. Well, agreed. Agreed.
actually, I missed them all. I missed them all. Rest in peace, Peter Jennings. Um,
Well, before I ask you what
mhm.
your win of the week was, or hell,
Yeah.
what your win of November was,
Mhm.
I do need to do a segue because I've been, I'm dressed for Christmas because again, I'm
Segue.
trying to get into the holiday spirit.
This kind of is our holiday episode, yeah.
It is. I I have, I'm all about if you have the opportunity to get something for people, do yourself a favor and don't waste your money on bullshit. Get them
Mm,
something useful. Get them something. I mean, if it's a kid, listen to
yeah.
the kids. They'll tell you what they want. But if it's an adult, don't buy them something that you know that they have no interest in, or that whole idea that, well, I liked it, so I'm giving it to you. No, because if
Mhm.
I liked it, I'd have it. I'm an ungrateful prick. This
No.
all this to say that if you're looking for a really useful, fantastic, wonderful gift this holiday season
Yeah.
and for this winter,
Yeah. Yes.
there's this awesome little book
Mhm. Mhm.
that that you may know, Ken, because
I
I
know it
believe it was
intimately.
written by you.
Intimately.
And
Yeah.
it is one of my favorite books because it's joyous.
Thank
It's
you.
joyous.
Thank
And
you.
it's actually the perfect stocking size. And
It's
it's a
it's
good read. It's a fun read. It's a fast read
it's a
because
fast
you get
drink.
sucked into it.
Yeah.
And that is my kid did not put me up to that. He had no idea. He's probably going
Well,
to yell at me afterwards for
nope.
pimping him out, but that's what
No,
I do.
no, I need this. I need to get better at telling people what I do. I am selling them directly from my website. You can go to wherever you get books and you can order it online, get the audio version. I think that's a great version. I got to do it. But I'm selling them directly from my website, catnapsock.com. And it is a $50 flat rate because that covers the shipping. I'll eat the costs on that, but it's a personalized copy. And I toss in some little extra fun trinkets that show up there as well.
Cute,
So a few trinkets. You have some things.
cute. They're cute.
Yeah. I have stickers and guitar picks with my face on them, that kind of stuff. They show up in there. So yeah, please consider. It might be you can get it now before the holidays hit, before Christmas hits, but any time of the year they're on there. So
I just gave you work before Christmas.
no, I need it. I need it. I'll tell you what. I'll be. This is. I'm trying to be honest. I don't want to. I'm in this and people. I don't want to ever sound ungrateful, and that mantra of show up for the people that show up for you is very true for me. And I don't care if 2 people are watching or 200, you show up for those people. But I put this is how fractured social media is I put up that link and the book's been out since 2019. So maybe everyone who knows me has it. I don't know, but I put the link out. Hey, selling books or holidays. I sold 3 of them, which I'm thankful for. Sold 3 of them. But like back in the day, like 2 years ago, I sold like 50.
Yeah.
So I'll blame inflation. I don't know. It just, so I appreciate you reminding people that I got the books.
Well, it's a
It's a good thing.
fantastic book.
Thank
And
you.
I'm not just saying that because I love you, because I actually I this book is what started our friendship because I knew of you, but we did not know each other when I
Right.
read this book. And I was like, there's just something about not only your podcast voice and the characters we've created, but your voice is so apparent in this that I
Yes.
was like, oh, this is somebody that I could hang with.
Oh, that's good. No, I write speeches. I don't write books and prose, and I'm not the best writer in that world, but I'm a damn good speech writer.
It's very
And
conversational. It's
it's
very like
com-
sitting down and listening to your friend talk about something they love.
yeah, and because I think I've shared the story before. I apologize for repeating myself to those who've heard it, but like when I had to audition to get the job to read the book, which is my friend Alicia Malone. Like I don't think she got to do her audiobook. It was kind of crazy. They didn't let her do it.
It's a whole different contract from what I understand. It
Oh,
happens
to-
to most people.
totally different. And
Unless you're Barbara Streisand.
yeah, that's just Streisand. Anyways, long story short, I show up to Radio Ranch, which is kind of a very famous recording location, part of Hollywood history. It was cool, and I go in there. Really nice guy is the engineer. We were there for about 3.5 days recording it. But he halfway through the first session, first thing he goes, "Hey, because it was supposed to be like 9 to 3 or 4 p.m. each day," and we started getting through it. And he goes, "Hey, by the way, we can skip lunch if you want. It's up to you because we can get out of here faster." And I was like, "Sure, let's skip lunch." And he ended up loving me because we got out at like noon every day because I just ripped through and I was really good at it. But also, he said he comes on like the end of the first day. He goes, "I got to tell you something. This was a great session." When I read through the book over the weekend, they sent it to me, the script. I thought it was a really weirdly written book. Like there's really a bunch of short sentences. It's kind of, I don't know. It was all over the place. I wasn't sure about it, but hearing you read it, I get it. That was a fun session to just listen to you talk Star Wars. And that sums up my writing. It's shit if you read it, but if I talk it to you, it's good.
I disagree, but I think both are fabulous.
Well, you're nicer to me than I am to myself.
So your biggest win, my friend.
My biggest win comes with a video package. When can you say that in life? I always do the setting the table, and I do the caveats, and there's some horrible things in the world. The news has almost been too much to take. That's what we talked about on Any Time with Ken and Alden this week. Almost too much news, from political stuff that really does affect the world and us, to the world, what's going on in Gaza and the shooting in UNLV. It's just one of those weeks where it's like your brain kind of can't take it all. So that put my troubles into perspective. But I've had, since we last broadcast, I had what I considered a bad month. I ended up getting COVID, and that cost me this job I was going to take, which I'd been open about. I needed to take some seasonal work to kind of get through the month, and I was going to go work in a warehouse. No problem with that. Never looked down on a job. But I needed, it was a hurtful moment for myself. Like, I've slipped this far that I need to do this, but you need to do what you got to do. So I accepted the job. I got COVID. I couldn't take the job, and I tested positive for over almost 10 days. And that cost me a big stand-up show as well. I was in the main room at Flappers. So I've just been down and out. I'm just been beat up. I don't quite know what to do. I think because of a typographical error or some kind of clerical error, I have lost my medical insurance. I got a letter 7 days after they took it from me. I'm trying to sort that out, and I'm just like, I don't know. You could always get worse, but I'm like, where do I go from here? And I'm trying to find the hope. I really am. I'm really, really honest in that. So I'm trying to really celebrate those wins. And all through this year, we're working really hard with Sean Arnold, aka Old Handsaw, Brian Tiller, sometimes known as BC Tiller, because of an old joke on the afternoons with me and Josh and Amanda. But we were working really hard on some music that started actually 2022. It was the first time Brian and I started talking about a song, and we released Tell Me in November. That was around the time of our last episode, so it was fresh. The numbers are humble, but the numbers are good. We've crossed 2,000 listens on Spotify, which is, I'm not even joking, gets us like 13 cents. But that's way more than I expected. And it's not people that know us or me. It's an organic discovery that's only growing with each day. So it's been fun. But now, finally, after a lot of hard work, Robby, are you ready for the video trailer?
release.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I love sad bastard music. I don't even know what that specifically means.
I find strength as I take down the ghost that live inside my heart. Baby, you're the special one. You're the reason that beats in my heart. We'll cry these words to wash away Let me tell you about the universe. It's up to you
There you go. There you
Next
go.
week.
Next Friday, you could the pre-order on some spots begins on the 10th, but next Friday, December 15th, you can pick up and own digitally, because it's very hard to do things physically in terms of media. Digitally, our first an EP, but it's 7 songs, our first big release, which includes the single Tell Me, Tell Me. I'm so excited. And I love that video. Sean put it together, Old Handsaw. And my favorite part is when the song titles go up like it's one of those commercials late at night, like a Freedom Rock. Turn it up, man. And yeah, that's my win. And I'm really happy that I stretched myself, and really happy to discover that, much like discovering how much I enjoyed broadcasting with you, but discovering how much fun it was to create with Sean and Brian over the years of knowing them in the audience of some of my shows and working with them on other things. It's just been, I'm going to take the win, and I'm really proud of it. And I can't wait for people to hear all the songs, and I think they're going to love them. And that's my win. That's my win.
I agree. It evokes a very, it's a very particular sound, and I can't quite describe it, but it makes me smile.
We're gonna do on December 16th. I'm putting together for Pop Rockin' Radio, which is over on Mixcloud, my radio show. We're gonna do like a listening party. The releases on the 15th, so everyone can get a copy, and then on the 16th, we're gonna do a listening party. Share some songs that have influences on us, and maybe show up in the album. It's awesome. And it's a great, I think Brian and I have similar mid-90s rock sensibilities, but we have different angles on that too. I'm a little more Brit poppy and alternative, and Brian's a little more harder edged and Seattle grunge sound and that kind of stuff. And then Sean brings just a wealth of knowledge, but also his focus coming out of the 80s. He was in a great band in the 80s called Exploding Veils. He brings that. So it's this weird mix. So there's, I don't know, at times there's Cheap Trick in it. There's Oasis. There's Semisonic. There's, I heard a lot of people, Pixies. Friend Dorina said the Pixies. Clash comes up. Yeah. Sean's a big fan of Clash. And it's just been fun. Anyways, it's been fun. So I don't want to, I can't wait for people to hear it. I'm so excited. So excited. And I hope people discover it. And I hope people discover it organically, but I hope it's just, again, this sounds like sour grapes. It's not, it's just where social media is. If I post a picture of Francis, my Chihuahua, on Instagram, 300 likes. If I post a picture of Grace and I, 1,000 likes, which I totally get. But I posted this album cover, 30 likes. And it's not that people are ignoring me. It's just, you can't get the word out.
Yeah.
People don't see the stuff anymore. So help me spread the word. I would appreciate it. Not just you, but those listening. So many of you have been at my side and watching my shows for years, 10 plus years now. Napzok File started in 2013. This is a big moment. So I'm asking. That's part. That's part of my win too, Robby. I'm just being honest and asking for help to get the word out.
Yeah.
And being honest.
Yes, indeed.
But it's so fun. So fun. So fun. Like, you know me, Robby. I hate you read and say nice things about the book. I'm trying to do everything I can to tell you it sucks, which is not true. I'm very proud.
Well, yeah, you don't know how to. I think like a lot of true artists, and I'm not trying to get all like technical and righteous or anything. I think that I'm really good at telling people what I want and what I like. and you're not.
Yes. Yes.
Because I think you're humble. Because I think that, and I think it's natural. I think anybody who puts their heart and soul into things and it had a couple of knockdowns,
Yeah.
it's soul crushing.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you-
not. By the way, I'm not getting emotional and crying. I'm literally choking on the lunch I had about an hour ago. It's coming back.
That's
up.
not the only thing you're choking on. Aha! See, I went back to the mic.
Hashtag donger.
Hashtag
Yeah.
down. No, I think you're very humble, and I think that it's one of the things that people love about you is that you're not a grandstander, but you do damn good work. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it, because I'm you know how critical I am.
No, you are, and I'm not. It's not even that I'm my worst critic. I like the stuff I do. It's just at the moment it's out of my system and I do it, then I'm like, well, that sucked. So let's try something.
You always go back and look at things and go.
But that's my point. That's my point with this music here. And again, I don't have the musical talent Brian and Sean do, but we had a lot of fun and the writing. I wrote all the lyrics and Brian helped here and there on some lines. He's got a great line and tell me. But I've always wanted to do that and I did it. But I have been listening to these songs for like 3 months as we've been working on them on my walks over and over. I'm really proud of these. That's how much I love them. I just keep listening to them going, I can't wait for people to hear this. Where in the past I'd be like, this is going to be embarrassing. They're going, oh God, they're going to actually have to read this book. And that's the difference right now. So I'm trying to keep that vibe and pull it forward.
I approve.
Thank you. I need your approval. So we're almost done here. That's my win. Music coming out. Name of the album is Broken Pieces and What Remains, which sounds like a great Fiona Apple lyric. I'm proud of that one. But that's my win. And your win, we talked about getting through, having Christmas cookies and being here, even though we don't want to sometimes.
We're just going to keep on keeping on, as my dad would say.
Oh, is that a dad phrase? Because I love that phrase. I've been using that one my whole life. Let's keep on keeping on.
I'm not sure where he got it, but yeah, that's my dad's thing.
It sounds like it might be a Loggins and Messina lyric
It
from
does.
the 70s.
Our Grateful Dead.
That's not on our album. Maybe it will be.
That'll be the sequel.
That'll be the sequel. Oh yeah, we're already. Oof. You know, we finalized everything. We kind of came into a crash landing. It was like, I got to get this up because I'll be traveling. I'll be in Seattle 22nd, 23rd for comedy shows with Mark Ellis and Lisa Wallen. So check out those shows if you're up there. Details on the website. But I needed to get this album out now, and so I kind of was like, we're doing it, and we're already. I said, all right, but now a month off. No one touch a musical instrument for a month. We're gonna take a break. And we're already starting to work on songs for the next time out. So
of course, because the momentum is there.
The momentum is there indeed. All right, Robby, are you ready to wrap it up? Because I'm ready to wrap it up, and it was a lot of fun.
Happy holidays, everybody. No matter what your holiday looks like, just do you. It's my advice to everybody.
Just do.
Eat Christmas cookies.
Eat Christmas cookies. Have some Ensure. Listen to some music. We'll see you all. I'm Ken. That was Robby. This was our biggest win. Bye.